High up in the forested hills of Andhra Pradesh, a quiet transformation is underway. This is Mudasallava, near Adivivaram, the proposed site for Google's second data center in the state, covering 120 acres in this phase, and planned to expand to 500 acres. This massive project could soon become one of India's most advanced digital infrastructure hubs. Today, we'll explore what it takes to power such a massive data center, its water requirements, the potential for solar and wind power, its environmental impact, and the government incentives driving it forward. This land lies between the coastal forest belt and the eastern Ghats, a peaceful green valley surrounded by small villages. But soon, this landscape could be home to thousands of server racks, cooling systems, and solar farms. The main construction area is expected to cover about 120 acres. With supporting infrastructure and future expansion, the total footprint could reach nearly 500 acres. That's about the size of 350 football fields, a remote forest nestled in nature's lap. One of the biggest questions about any data center is, how much water does it need? Water is mainly used for cooling, to prevent thousands of servers from overheating. According to Google's sustainability report, an average hyperscale data center can use around 450,000 gallons of water every day. If the Mudasallava facility reaches a capacity of 100 megawatts, its daily water requirement could exceed 2.5 million liters, almost a million cubic meters per year. That's nearly 400 Olympic-sized swimming pools of water every single year. In an area surrounded by forests and small streams, this means that sourcing, recycling, and safely discharging water will be critical. Powering a facility of this size entirely with renewable energy is a massive challenge. Let's look at solar first. In India, a 1 megawatt solar plant typically requires 4 to 5 acres of land. If this data center runs on 100 megawatts of solar, that's about 500 acres just for the panels. To picture it, imagine more than 170,000 solar panels spread across the hills, enough to power an entire city. Of course, you can't cover all 500 acres here with panels. So, Google is likely to source part of its power from external solar farms or green energy grids. Wind power option. Andhra's coastline offers good potential for wind energy. If 50 megawatts of wind power are added to the mix, it might require around 150 acres for turbine spacing. Together, solar and wind could make this one of India's first hybrid renewable power data centers, dramatically reducing carbon emissions and energy costs. Environmental impact. Water and air. However, every development comes with trade-offs. A project of this scale in a forested hill region brings environmental risks. From water pollution due to runoff and warm water discharge, to air pollution from construction and backup diesel generators, there's also the loss of forest cover and local biodiversity. Large solar fields create a heat island effect and can change the local habitat. So the project's long-term success will depend on how efficiently these impacts are mitigated. Using rainwater harvesting, closed-loop cooling systems, and eco-sensitive construction methods. Subsidies and investment. The Andhra Pradesh government has been proactive in attracting tech investments. Under its latest policy for 2024 to 2029, data centers are eligible for land discounts, tax exemptions, and power subsidies. In the case of the Visakhapatnam data center, the government reportedly offered 160 acres of land at a 25% discounted rate. Along with water and electricity duty exemptions, the total investment value, including infrastructure support, could exceed Rs 22,000 crores, making it one of India's largest tech partnerships. Finally, types of jobs. During the construction phase, the data center will employ thousands of workers, such as civil engineers, electricians, project managers, skilled laborers like welders, machine and heavy machinery operators, and specialists in HVAC, plumbing, and industrial safety. Once the center is operational, the permanent jobs will include IT technicians and data center operators, network engineers, cybersecurity specialists, and cloud engineers, facility management staff, security personnel, and administrative roles, renewable energy operators for solar and wind infrastructure. How can we create more jobs for locals? The key to maximizing Indian employment lies in training and upskilling local talent. The government and Google can invest in vocational training programs for villagers and youth. Focus areas include renewable energy operations, server maintenance, network management, and data analysis. Partnerships with local engineering colleges, IT institutes, and polytechnic schools can ensure students are job ready. Programs like internships and apprenticeships during the construction and operational phases can give young Indians hands-on experience. Indirect jobs and economic impact. Beyond direct employment, this mega project can boost indirect jobs. Local suppliers of construction materials, hardware and food services, as well as transport and logistics roles for moving equipment and personnel. Hospitality and service jobs in nearby towns to support employees. Small businesses benefit from increased economic activity around the data center. In short, every server rack installed has a ripple effect, creating jobs. For conclusion and future outlook. As our drone climbs high above Mudasallava, one thing becomes clear. India's digital future is being built right here, in the heart of nature. But this progress comes with responsibility. Balancing technology with ecology will determine how sustainable this new age of data really is. If designed right, this project can become a global model for green data centers, powered by the sun, wind, and a vision for the future. This is the story of Mudasallava, Andhra's hidden tech frontier. If you enjoyed this deep dive drone documentary, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations of India's biggest transformations. We would love to hear what you think. How do you feel about this new data center in Mudasallava and the jobs it could create for Indians? Drop your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. We read every single one. Thank you for watching.